Let's finish up with these overgrown ruins, shall we?
On the hunt.
Oh, I like it. Homely.
Move unseen.
Initial pass of the room done. I will go ahead and loot whatever happens to be here. These doors are locked and these doors are not, so let's go the easier way first.
Let's keep to the shadows. Just like old times.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. Be careful. There are traps about. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Alright, so there's plenty of traps in the area. Let's start with that one. And I believe the mage hand is supposed to be able to do that. With a total bonus of +0, that's not right.
I was trying to concentrate.
I mean, maybe that is right. So it's safer for the mage hand to try, but it's a lot less likely to succeed.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Well, let's go into turn-based mode just in case I activate it.
Keep a blade close.
10 to 11, so basically not a 1. And we get our first magical weapon, which, you know, we're not really going to use that because it's not a finesse weapon at all. But there could be times when you just need a magical weapon, so we will keep it around.
There.
And I think we can exit turn-based mode now. These aren't activating, so I'm not gonna worry about them.
An iron coin. I prefer gold. I'll take it.
And then there's this ancient door.
Watch your bag.
We did just find a key,
This.
but it's not the key to this door.
Oh, for a skeleton key. Radio or not.
This leads outside, and it's very nice to have another potential escape route. But there's more to explore, so let's go back in.
Nice and easy.
So if the key didn't open that door back there, maybe it opens this one. Engraved key. And one of the main reasons I prefer to use keys is when you do use it, it calls out which one you use, and then you can get rid of it. I do not want to end up with a key ring full of keys I just don't need.
Like a wraith. The element of surprise.
Scribes with swords? So much for the quill being mightier. Jergal? This must be ancient. No one worships the final scribe anymore. That might be worth a look.
Huh. Almost out of guidance, because it's a big room.
Over there. Leave no tracks. They won't see me coming. All right.
This lever lowers this ladder, which leads outside again. So it's very nice that we have multiple avenues of escape in case something goes
Quick
down.
step.
So I'm going to go ahead and loot this larger central room area, and then we'll move on from there.
What have we here?
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
A heavy key. So there's a button down there, but there's also a door over here. And if this is relatively... If this is going to be relatively symmetric, this probably isn't going to be a very big room. So let's check that out.
Watch the shadows.
A chained book. Oh, that's just begging to be read.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Well, I am under the influence of an elixir right now. And that just makes it such a bigger check that we kind of want to go for that option, don't we? So strength, smash the lock open.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Religion, I suppose? Guidance putting in some work.
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Alright, and then I'm gonna loot this small room real quick. Okay, so under most circumstances, somebody would have to go stand by that button in order to hit it. But since we have ourselves a nice little mage hand, one thing that we can do is we can position ourselves hiding
Into the shadows.
near an escape path while we send the mage hand to take all the risk. Interacting with the button I think will make it invisible, but it is capable of hiding. Oh, apparently it is still invisible. And that appears to have woken up all these scribes.
Ready.
But now that we are not trapped away from an exit, we can decide how we want to handle this. So there's like 3 of them over here. 1 over there. And then 2, oh, 1 down there. So there's a bunch of these to take care of one way or the other. They seem to be all approximately the same as each other, with not that many hit points each, so maybe I can assassinate them one at a time. They are vulnerable to bludgeoning, and we did not manage to keep that sword, so it's not inherently better to go up and smack them. So we do want to keep our distance. They are immune to poison, so no sense in trying that. We do get 2 dice of sneak attack now. So, an average of... I like to quote-unquote count on the lower end of average when we're talking about dice. So a D8, I'll count that as 4. D6s, I'll count those as 3. So 4 plus 2d6, that's another 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. So on the lowest end of average, I do manage to kill one of them outright on a sneak attack. So if we add fire into the mix, then we shouldn't need any additional to practically guarantee that we're able to take them out one at a time.
They'll feel this.
Path is interrupted. Have to move a little bit closer. There we go. Entombed Scribe number 1. Nearly dead, but surprised. And because they're surprised, I'm gonna get an additional round, so I'm gonna just hide here.
Ready or no?
End my turn. And then that way I can finish him off, hopefully.
Now
Hide.
they see me.
And move
Let's
12
go.
meters away. And that should be far enough away they can't see me from there. Interestingly enough, this Entombed Scribe is sitting right there. So, let's draw him further away from the others with a minor illusion.
Let's prowl.
He's not coming. Try that again. Interesting. What if...
Silent as the grave.
What if we put it behind him? Something interesting is going on. Okay, can we fire at him from there? Yes. So let's just take him out. I think it's not showing the rest of his cone. I'm not sure why he's not paying any attention to the cat. Maybe it has something to do with the door in between. Even the door is open. So... even with an extra die, I didn't make it because, you know, low rolls do happen. But having the extra die was useful because it did manage to bring that one down to 1 hit point, and then I could easily finish it off. So,
Add a little bite.
path is interrupted. Interesting.
Gently.
It won't be a sneak attack, but I guess I had to get in there in order to... Let's get out of line of effect, maybe, or at least force him to come through the door to get me. Okay, well, he gave me something to hide in. Still invisible. So I'm gonna bring this guy up. And he's gonna stand right there.
There's blood in the air. On my way.
Crap.
Let's find some prey.
Thankfully, hiding in the fog had the effect
This
that I
way.
wanted.
On the hunt. Let's move.
Okay, it is time to escape as best as possible, so
Leave no trace. Step
let's
quick.
see if that is good enough. But the door is right there if it's not. Okay, I guess the mage hand does not count as a threatening presence on the battlefield usable to trigger sneak attacks. Still, we've now taken out 2 of them.
A quick rummage.
Let's try to take out this one now.
A little spice. Go.
What a day. Time for discretion.
I'm beginning to think after I dip I should wait till the next round to shoot so that I can hide and get out of there.
Stepping softly. Something extra.
That'll work. I'll do the dip and then immediately go into turn-based mode so that I have my bonus action available. A little bit out of range. There we go. And then I can hide
Tricks.
and get out of there. So now it's just this one left.
Let's have it. Devious. Let's prowl. Stay low. Let's have some fun.
Path is interrupted there, but
Step
if I go
careful.
here, and at this point, instead of hiding, I'll just dash, so it's harder for him to reach me.
Don't linger.
And here I'll just move once. I want him to be forced to dash, but to get closer so I can do my thing. There we go. And now, outside the normal range. I think dark vision is usually typically out to 12 meters, right? So I should have a chance to hide here if I do it.
Time for a new
Hiding successful.
This way.
And all the
Let's
skeletons
hope
are
for
dead.
gold.
I'm checking them again because sometimes, even though I looted them before I activated them, sometimes,
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
there's like a tiny bit of additional randomized loot after they're defeated. Not this time though. But yeah, now I can come in, and this is opened up.
On tippy toes. They won't see me coming.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
And this is also a very nifty amulet. And one of the nice things about this amulet is you can use it, cast Speak with Dead at the opportunity that you first have it, and then Speak with Dead becomes a recast spell until long rest, and you don't need to keep this amulet on.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
So he has spoken. What he are you talking about?
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now. Wilt thou answer my question?
I don't owe you any answers.
That is true, but matters not. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell. How long has it been?
Let's got a pass.
Nothing to pickpocket. But we have met and I know thy face. That is exactly what Astarion is afraid of.
Into the shadows.
And I'm not being as careful as normal because I know how this is gonna go. But clearly, Withers needs to die.
Here we go.
Well struck.
Exit Terminus Road.
Shall we?
Put on the dual wielding. Did he just ignore my attack?
My accuracy would be lauded, had it a purpose. Parchment, hast thou considered this is a waste of mortal energy?
Okay. Well, I guess I can't do anything about that. Plenty of money anyway. I guess I'll leave. And we haven't used any resources really, and we're still at full hit points, so I see no reason to rest. Oh, we did use both of our short rests, one of them on accident in the previous video, and this one to resummon our mage hand. But the mage hand sucked up a hit for us, possibly, or kept the dude in place when he might have otherwise found us, so it served its purpose. And in this case, we're going back to the grove to sell, so let's just do that. Right, because now we've basically filled in this area. We've seen the Overgrown ruins, we've seen the Harper's cache over there. So now it's time to focus more on finding Nettie. But first some buying and selling. So I'll handle that real quick. Well, I went to my camp to go get the stuff that I had sent there for later selling, and look who showed up but Withers.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, I say, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
No. I am not giving you money.
Fate spins along, as it should. Have you need of my services?
I'd prefer if you leave.
No.
Leave. I guess I'm stuck with Withers. Excellent. Not only a hand crossbow, but a hand crossbow +1. Oops. And one of the main reasons I want that... Sure, I could now make 2 attacks, one with my action and one with my bonus action. But mostly, I want the versatility of which thing I make an attack with. Because either one will carry sneak attack dice. I'll be missing out on the, on the dexterity to damage if I use my bonus action offhand attack instead, but it would allow me to, for instance, do a blade ward or a Tasha's that turn and still fire off a shot. if that's what I want to do. It gives me more options, so I like having the two hand crossbows here. It is not necessarily the most damaging option. The most damaging option would be the Titan string bow, which we could go get, but I don't think we're going to be doing that for this. We need versatility, because we're going to need to handle all sorts of different challenges. Also, with the realization / remembrance that the mage hand can drink elixirs, maybe I do want to stock up on elixirs of hill giant strength.
Take care now, sweetie.
In fact, since I'm still so high on resources, I'll go ahead and use one now.
We're exposed. Pull back and swing.
So now my mage hand has a strength of 21, and shoving somebody will be, or even punching them. Alright, and as a final thing, I would like to make one more bid for a training sword. The practice sword. The closest one is there. So, turn-based mode. Minor illusion.
I could use the target practice.
Pull everyone away, apparently except for Will.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Have the mage hand. Sneak over to the sword.
Don't touch me.
This is ridiculous.
Just be quick.
Everybody but Will goes over there. But now I have the mage hand to invisibly move it.
Trust no one. Just like
And it
old
is
times.
much further away from anybody now.
Silent as the grave. What have we here?
And then let's exit turn-based mode and just go. Oh,
Something smells tasty. The element of surprise. Stay low.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
really? Gwex took all this. You know what? Talk my way out of it. Deception. This is a different person. This item was stolen from me. If you'd done your job, I wouldn't need to retrieve it. And I'll do friends here.
They believe you. For now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
Over here.
Let's get out of Wex's vicinity.
Be very, very quiet. The softest touch.
And let friends run out. The mage hand is no longer invisible. I guess interacting with the practice sword was enough.
A little chicanery.
And yep, there's Gwex looking
Just like
for
old times.
whoever did it. And I think that means he's given up.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Yes, let's.
So if I just go talk to Gwex now.
Feint, wait, and thrust! Ah!
Okay,
Let's move.
now I think I actually got away with it. It's not a very powerful weapon, but if we come against something that is resistant to or even immune to piercing, we're gonna want something that's not piercing. Alright,
Give it a good.
so next time we are looking for the healer Nettie. Have a good one.